Welcome back to another episode of Adeek Shoft. This week's episode is with an entrepreneur, fellow friend of mine, Mr. Hussein Heiba. He is founder of a holistic real estate agency, and he's really crushing it. And we get a lot of wisdomization out of this one, and it's very interesting. And I hope you guys enjoy it. Hussein and I talk about lots of different things, mainly life, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And if you guys love this podcast, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Adeek Shoft. If you like this podcast, please be sure to subscribe. It's on all the platforms, on Apple Podcasts, it's on Google Podcasts, it's on Spotify, it's on all those platforms, it's on Anchor, and I'll link it below if you want to listen to it on the go. You can watch it on the tubes, and it's going to be great. And I hope you guys enjoy it. And if you enjoy it, please share it and like it and do all that social media stuff. Yay. And be sure to follow me on Instagram at @HashemiteKingdom. It's going to appear here like it is right now. And thank you for watching, and thank you for everything. Come here. Peace. Guys, ready? Dayers! All right. Welcome back to another episode of Adeek Shoft, the best podcast in the Cowcubs. Here with me today, we have a great, awesome guest, friend of mine, Sadiqis. Because when I'm in the street, I tell him Sadiqis, and he's like, yo, وهو طول النهارده مش عارف ازاي, بس مش عارف لو انا قصرت. بس yo, please help me welcome a good friend of mine, an entrepreneur, a fellow entrepreneur. In the real estate industry, so anyone who's trying to get into the flipping of the real estates, call this dude. He's a great dude. He's 6'2", brown eyes. No, I'm just playing. Green. My bad. He's penetrated. He's disrupted actually the real estate industry. He has a company called OHC.
Close enough.
OHW?
OWH.
OWH.
Well, I didn't penetrate enough, huh?
Not yet. Sorry. Please help me. Well, if you don't know him, you'll know him. If you don't want to know him, it's okay. I know him, but he's a great guy, and he's going to give us some insight to who he is. Please help me welcome the one, the only, Mr. Hussein Heiba.
ازيك يا صديقي.
ازيك صديقي. Welcome to Adeek Shoft, the best podcast في العالم, في الدنيا, في الكوكبs. عامل ايه
بقول لك
الاخبار؟
ايه، اتس تريت ان انا اشوفك كده لايف. انا دايما بشوفك على انستجرام بتعمل الحاجات بتاعتك دي، بس
انت تعرفني في الحقيقه
لا يعني ايوه، بس يعني لما اشوفك كده في الحقيقه حاجه تانية.
ليه؟ هو الناس بتقول عليا كرتون كده حقيقي؟
ده
حقيقيز؟
ده كده
حقيقيز؟
ده كده
tell me ده حقيقيز. طيب عشان انا عارف ان انت عندك مشاوير وانا عندي مشاوير وعندي تسجيل بعد كده وكده، فللاسف مش هنبقى براحتنا يعني.
مش براحتك يا باشا
عشان الوقت يوز. let's just get into it. So who's Hussein Heiba? Hit me. Who are you? انت مين انتم؟
انا مش عارف، انا لغايه فعلا مش عارف.
ليه؟
بص انا هقول لك.
انا قول يا باشا.
بص انا واحد عندي طموحات كتيره جدا جدا جدا. خلاص. بس انا طموحاتي كلها ماشيه في اتجاه مش ريل استيت، ومش ماشيه في اتجاه anything حاجه ماتيريال. يعني انا طموحاتي كلها في ان انا عايز اوصل مكانه كبيره عشان اقدر اعمل امباكت كبير.
بوم.
دي اهم حاجه في الدنيا يعني.
كلمه مهمه، امباكت عامه يعني.
ما هو لازم تعمل امباكت. انت مش هتعمل كل ده لنفسك في الاخر، فاهم؟ فانت لازم تعمل حاجه
meaningful.
الناس تفتكرك بحاجه كويسه، حاجه.
هو الاخ جي شاتي، جي شاتي the monk that اللي بيعمل wisdom gone viral كده, or making wisdom go viral يعني.
اوكي.
or as I like to call it wisdomization. He says حاجه مهمه. It's a very good quote. I really like it. كان بيقول your passion is for you, your purpose is for others. And that really فعلا يعني it really resonates معايا أنا شخصيا.
truth. صح.
عشان أنا في الكوميديا يعني. أنا لما عملت الحزب الكوميدي كنت عامله لنفسي. مش عشان لو أنا لازم، لا، عشان أنا كنت عايز أطلع في أي وقت، فاهم؟ فأما حصلش اللي أنا كنت متوقعه زمان يعني، اللي هو this is a platform that I can go and أطلع على المسرح whenever. فلقيت الهدف قلب اكبر مني، لقيت نفس يعني نفس الناس اللي عندهم نفس الطموح اللي هم عايزين يطلعوا على المسرح، لقيتهم جايين للحزب الكوميدي وعايزين يطلعوا على المسرح. فقلت اوكي this is not for me، this is not for me انا، it's not for هاشم. الحزب الكوميدي مش لهاشم بس، لا
it's a platform
it's a platform بالظبط. I look at it that way. انا
طب ودي حاجه اكبر بكتير، بدل ما انت عملتها لنفسك
انت بقيت لا مش انا في الاول انا
a pioneer.
مش بايونير يعني،
لا pioneer انت give platform for people who love to do what they do.
والله بص في الحته دي انا عشان at the time انت مش بتفكر في الحاجات دي زمان يعني. انت اما بتبقى يعني انا زمان انا عملتها عشان انا كنت كاره ال 9 to 5 بتاعتي، فاهم؟ انا كنت شغال في اكبر وظيفه حكوميه في العالم يعني بدون ذكر اسماء. بس دي اللي خلتني، وانا كنت لسه بقولها في سبيتش، كنت بدي سبيتش من يومين شويه طلبه
متابع
stop it فكنت بقول لهم اللي انت لو عايز تكتشف اللي انت بتحبه فعلا لازم تعمل حاجه انت بتكرهها. fortunately for me برضو المثل ده اتطبق في الوقت ده، وعملت الحزب الكوميدي في الوقت ده عشان كنت في وظيفه فعلا بكرهها. فبس فانت عندك طموح مش في الريل.
بص انا هقول لك على حاجه يعني let me tell you the platform اللي انا بحاول.
tell me حسين هيبرز.
انا هقول لك حسين هيبرز شغال ازاي. خلاص
لا بس حسين هيبا يا جماعه
البلاتفورم بتاعنا ان احنا بالنسبه لنا يعني انا بالنسبه لي ريل استيت يعني I'm gonna be completely honest today يعني.
just say it brother.
بالنسبه لي real estate is not going to change the world. خلاص what I do as a brokerage isn't going to change the world.
صح
خلاص بس انا بالنسبه لي بستخدم الريل استيت as a platform for myself and for others and that's what I did. يعني مثلا بالنسبه لي real estate a lot of people who are entrepreneurs who wanted to start their own business needed the capital push to do their own business. I gave them a platform يجي هنا for 6 months 7 months and they started their own business through what they made from my company. Sometimes أنا بخش معاهم partners فيهم. Sometimes I can offer the help I can do. فدي حاجة لذيذة جدا.
حلو فشخ.
حاجة تانية حاولت إن أنا أعملها إن أنا بص it's very important to be flexible. تبقى زي المية كده. خلاص يعني هي الدنيا عبارة عن إن كل شوية هيطلع لك خازوق جديد، فأنت ما ينفعش تتمسمر في نفس الفكر بتاعك. فأنا بالنسبة لي برضو في الريل استيت I became flexible and I made it a consultancy, a holistic consultancy.
حلو كلمة holistic، حاسس ان انت رابطها باليوجا،
حاجة شيك كده في نفسها كده.
holistic بتخش المكتب عندك بتسمع
صح؟
لا والله طاقة عندكم ما شاء الله.
لا فوات we try to do ان احنا بنحاول ان احنا نشوف نقدر نساعد البلد زي مثلا فكرة الدولار، فكرة ال FDI. فعملنا hospitality مثلا. دلوقتي عندنا بنتعامل مع funds أجانب يخشوا يستثمروا في مصر في hospitality sectors. عندنا industrial sectors بنحاول ان احنا help cater for the industrial sectors. عملت شركة تانية اسمها فايس. الشركة دي بتساعد على الميجا بروجكتس دلوقتي اللي البلد ماشية فيها. بتحاول ان احنا نشوف لو نقدر نجيب financing معين، نقدر نجيب better deals مثلا معينة، نقدر نساعد ازاي balance of payments بتاعت البلد كلها بحالها. بص احنا starts from somewhere. But it needs to stem. You need to be flexible. You need to see where the country is going. You need to see where the people are heading. And you need to give them something.
It's a very good insight for someone like me.
شوف الناس رايحة فين وراهم.
لا عشان انا مركز بس ان انا عندي فاهم هدف، وابويا بيقول لي دماغي ناشفه وكده.
لا ما تنشفش دماغك.
ما انا مش منشف دماغي في الحاجه اللي انا عارف انا عايز اوصل لايه، فاهم قصدي؟ اللي انا كل حاجه بالنسبه لهم اللي هو لا انت بتعمل حاجه انت متخلف، انت you're different وما اعرفش ايه.
في الدنيا influential ما كانش different.
لا بس I don't consider myself influential or anything like that. I just consider myself doing what I love.
Did you influence one person in your life?
Stop it.
I
mean ايش يعني الحمد لله يعني مش بعد يعني
مش بعد يعني 100 200 مين بيعد يعني 450.
لا انا قصدي اللي انا يعني انا مش بنشف دماغي بمعنى اللي انا بنشف دماغي اللي انا مش بسمع كلام. لا I'm always open to constructive criticism عشان انا طبعا ما فيش بني ادم perfect ولازم نتحسن كل يوم.
صح.
that leads me to my next question. Talk to me about your struggle. يعني
النهارده ولا على مدار السنين؟
لا
كل يوم بلاوي زرقاء
عموما what's your struggle يعني whether it's personal whether it's business عادي يعني كلنا عندنا يعني. وزي ما بقول لك ده this is a conversation يعني with a comedian يعني.
لا بص انا هقول لك بقى as a comedian I'm gonna give you material تسف عليا دلوقتي. جاهز؟
ما هسف عليك غصب عنك.
اوكي. انا بالنسبه لي my number one struggle في الدنيا is
say it brother let it out.
لا انا بالنسبه لي my number one struggle ان انا دايما بحاول ان انا الاقي البالانس between living today and living for tomorrow. The main struggle in a world where having ambition you're always looking at the future خلاص. and واحنا دلوقتي عايشين في زمن it's difficult. زمن فيه difficult في كل حاجة فاهم in terms of doing anything in terms of financial terms of كل الكلام ده كله.
حقيقي.
فأنا بالنسبة لي the struggle is finding the balance between preparing for tomorrow and living today.
Boom!
دي
You heard it from Adeek Shoft podcast يا جماعة.
دي بنت لذينة. انا النهارده بصحى الصبح بروح الشغل بفحت بتاع مش عارف ايه making money بتاع الكلام ده كله. انا لقيت نفسي عندي 28 سنة في يوم وليلة. طب did I travel the world did I مش عارف ايه. It's always trying to find that perfect balance. النهارده لازم تعيش وتشتغل ما تشتغلش.
طب ماشي بس البالانس ده موجود يبقى فاهم يعني.
It's nearly impossible to find it.
No, if you live in the present moment, it's very possible to find it because if you live in the present moment, don't think about the future. مش لازم تفكر ايه اللي جاي في المستقبل او ايه اللي حصل لك زمان فاهم خلاص.
بس هقول لك حاجة think about the future also gives me a platform to work harder at work.
I get that and I'm the type of person that I love the future and I always live in the future to the extent that people tell me I have my head up my ass.
قاعد في المكتب لمدة 24 ساعة تلاقي اليوم عدى. طب انت النهارده عملت ايه؟
بالظبط
for your soul today فاهم قصدي؟
هي دي النقطة كلها اللي انت لازم تبص على البالانس ده هو مهم. بس انا someone that lives in the future فاهم لاحظت لا ما you can't continue you can have the ambitions and the goals بس you have to be present and
you're living today.
Yeah بالظبط and living now في الحاضر دلوقتي حالا انا وانت دلوقتي بنسجل في الاستوديو this is the present moment this is it خلاص فاهم don't worry about in the next 2 hours or next فاهم احنا عشان متعودين we're conditioned اللي احنا نفكر على طول فغصب عننا.
لازم تسأل نفسك دايما انت يعني هو الواحد بيشتغل ليه؟ عشان يعيش عشان يبقى مبسوط.
لا ما هي برضه بترجع انت بتحب تعمل ايه والقصه دي بقى نخش في السكه
بس
دي
فاهم قصدي؟ بس at the end of the day انت the number one thing that should drive your life
is your ambition
is making your soul happy. دي اهم حاجه في الدنيا. everything else just caters to this.
عارف كل الناس احنا لما بتكلم معاهم في البودكاست all the past episodes يعني everybody talks about that making what is happiness and that's another question actually. Let's just run through it real quick. Okay طيب if you had to start all over again would you do it؟ أنا عارف طبعا أنت عندك طموحات كتيرة لسه ما وصلتش وكل القصص دي.
If I had to start all over again?
Yeah.
Career wise?
Anything wise.
يعني tap dancing career wasn't doing too well. I might have done some changes.
Okay.
خلاص. بس I can't say I regret anything بالعكس. And I think يعني I've done well for the years I've done what I've done.
Okay.
I think it's giving me platforms to look in the future with optimism. I can't complain.
تمام.
But would I do things differently? لا ممكن حاجات أعملها مختلفة.
كلنا. Okay. طبعا. Okay. Hold that thought. بس أنت عامة you would do it so.
No.
So you would do things different. This segue to the next question. But I set it up like this.
أيوة.
So what advice would you give your younger self?
My younger self?
What advice would you give? So I'm about a 15-year-old you or 22-year-old لسه متخرج.
15-year-old me ابعد على البنت اللي اسمها سميرة.
لا انت
بص انا بصراحة كنت ركز اكتر في الجامعة. بجد يعني حاسس ان انا الجامعة دي اخدتها نادي يعني كنت بلعب. كنت بالنسبة لي الجامعة دي كده. I would have done better academically because I know now and knowledge is so precious. I understand this يعني كل يوم بتعلم حاجة جديدة في الشغل بحس ان انا بجد بضيف على نفسي حاجة جديدة. knowing what I know now لا انا كنت اركز اكتر في الاكاديميك لايف بتاعتي شويه while I was in it.
Okay.
I would have hustled harder earlier and كنت زي ما حطيت لنفسي targets. انا طول عمري كنت بحط لنفسي financial targets. That's just the worst thing for your soul. كنت بحط لنفسي financial targets زي ما كنت
That's intriguing ان انت ليش معنى why is it bad for you
يعني انا مثلا لا انا كنت طول عمري عشان it makes you lose
sense of reality يعني
it makes you lose sense of youth إلى حد ما.
اشمعنى؟
يعني you start living too much for the future انت you have these goals.
ايوه صح.
بس makes you lose the sense of لا خلي بالك النهارده مثلا يعني كنت لازم احط لنفسي bucket list.
اوكي.
وكنت لازم انفذها.
تمام.
زي الشغل بالظبط.
ليه why is having a financial targets bad?
It's not bad.
No, like you said.
But when you make it your number one goal, that's never supposed to be the case.
So that's
you're supposed to have a target to reach and then the financial part of your career is just a way to reach that target. The target should never just be the financial target. فاهم قصدي؟
ايوه فاهم.
هي دي المشكلة.
انت حسيت اللي هو
that's how you end up being a corporate slave. Never be a corporate slave.
We can talk more about that بعدين. But no, because I created Hizb Comedy when I was a corporate slave, and I feel that اصلا اللي انا كل يوم كان أسوأ يوم في حياتي
لما كنت شغال في الشغل التاني.
اللي انا فاهم حاسس ان انا I'm an eagle كده in a cage and I can't fly, and it's because you're chasing someone else's dream or you're building someone else's dream or a corporation or whatever it may be. بس هي الإحساس اللي هو the lovely English word for it is soul crushing. ما أعرفش يعني إيه بالعربي.
محطم للروح.
محطم للروح. boom. وفعلا يعني Shady was saying that yesterday. كان بيقول if you don't do something that you love فعلا هتحس ان انت you don't have that purpose. ان انت بتصحي كل يوم بتعمل حاجة انت بتحبها.
بس اقول لك على حاجة يعني هو
قول يا باشا.
Let's get philosophical for a second.
فلسفرز. مش
شرط ان انت يعني انا بتحالي انت مش شرط you're not always going to find the opportunity انت to do what you love and get paid for it.
لا بس you create it man.
بس you can do whatever you need to do what you love. فاهم الفرق بين
لا do what you need to do so you have to
so that you have the platform to do what you love.
What you want to do. You do what you need to do in
you want to do what you love.
ماشي بس مش زي ما انت قلت كل الناس للأسف يعني مش كل الناس عندها التفكير ده يعني. I was always thinking اللي هو هل what I'm doing to anyone is that شاب عنده 32 سنة. and I will say شاب because I'm a real boy.
شاب single.
Are you?
يعني أنا؟
Boom. We're gonna go clubbing later. He's gonna be my wingman. No, I'm gonna be his wingman. And I was I'm saying no logical in this day and age. No logical person who's above 30 is gonna look at his bank account and be like, oh crap, you know, I don't know if I'm gonna have enough money for whatever next, you know what I'm saying? Everyone kind of wants to have that sense of security, and I think ده بيرجع للأهل برضو تفكير الأهل المصري فاهم. Yeah, I'm cool الحمد لله فاهم. Like
but sense of security is such a double-edged sword though.
بمعنى يعني مثلا يعني أنا عمري مثلا ما زعلت مثلا اللي أنا I have 200 pounds left in my wallet مثلا. عمري ما زعلت خالص أو اتوترت. I was like هعمل ايه خالص. I'm like خلاص ربنا يسهل, you know, and that's I guess that's my own personal belief as Hashim, but it's because I always know that it just makes me want to work much harder.
بالظبط
فاهم قصدي؟ عارف the Rockies, like I had $7 in 1995 in my pocket and I know they'll never go broke again. فاهم it's a mentality
which will bring us back to another point.
Hit me.
خلاص إنه true wealth.
There's another.
جاهز. True wealth isn't in your pocket. It's in your mind.
فلسفرز.
شفت دي؟
like it man.
والله. أنا كان دايما خالي كان بيقول لي برضه كان بيقول لي حاجة. بيقول لي أنت بص أنت لو صحيت بكرة الصبح لقيت نفسك مفلس. You have nothing left. خلاص.
وممكن تحصل لأي حد على فكرة.
The same mind that created the work you've done. Still there. You're never gonna be broke from your mind. فاهم قصدي؟ You can just rebuild easily. Versus someone who's just يعني فاهم الفكرة؟ فاهم. فدي أهم حاجة في الدنيا.
I really like that عشان أنا شايف فعلا أنا وأنت we're the odd ones out. فمش كل الناس زي ما بقول لك most people يقول لك لا يا عم وعيش وما أعرفش إيه وهجيم وبيدخل نفسه في دوامة. I recently been in that because ولاحظت إن أنا لا كل ده الثoughts دي في دماغي أنا بس. they're not real. They're just in my head. But because of certain circumstances أنا كنت اتحطيت فيها فقلت ده اللي هيحصل ما أعرفش إيه كذا كذا كذا. فكل التفكير بتاعي ساعتها كان سلبي ما كانش إيجابي. رغم إن أنا الأوتكم اللي أنا كنت ببص عليها كنت ممكن أبص عليها بطريقة إيجابية فاهم. The next question for me is to you is, what's your biggest challenges for كل ده? What's your biggest challenges?
My biggest challenge is are internal ones. I would say they're internal ones. صار لك حاجة، انت عندك external challenges هتتعامل معاها day by day. You're just gonna deal with your external challenges. خلاص. You start seeing things, you start repeating problems, you start مش عارف ايه، فاهم قصدي؟ خلاص أنا I've been through this, I know how to handle it, I've been through this, I know how to handle it. The challenge is keeping yourself inspired. دي أهم حاجة في الدنيا. يعني أنت النهاردة what inspires you next? What inspires you next? What inspires you next? The challenge is always تخلي نفسك دايما عطشان. فاهم قصدي؟ ان انت
انت هو ده البالانس اللي انت بتتكلم عليه بقى.
انا صاحي بكره الصبح لا انا النهارده في ده عايز انجزه، ده عايز اعمله. أيوة. انا جات لي فكره حلوه جديده. انا مش عارف ايه. ف
ايه اللي بقى this is a side question، بس ايه اللي بيخليك بقى تتحمس على طول؟ يعني ايه اللي بيخلي الزرار بتاعك على طول على الجاز؟
الزرار بتاعك جاز دايما
على طول. ايه اللي بيخلي رجلك على الجاز على طول؟ يلا اصل انا ممكن اتحمس فشخ، وانا متحمس جدا في الفتره اللي جايه واللي انا فيها الحمد لله. بس النهارده مثلا صحيت بدري وقمت صليت الفجر وعادي، فاهم؟ الحمد لله. وبعدين قلت طب اب، بس دخلت نمت تاني، حسيت فيه كده احساس كده مش عايز اقوم، فاهم؟ مش عارف ليه، بس الحمد لله يعني I was able to at least get up and pray. You know, I was like, okay, this is wajib, this is spiritual, this is something. But me professionally, I don't want to get up right now. I don't want to. فاهم قصدي؟ ومش عارف بيحصل لنا كلنا الاوقات دي، بس ايه اللي بالنسبه لك if that's a challenge and I think that's an internal challenge بالنسبه لي برضو، فاهم؟ كهاشم. بس انت بتقول دلوقتي كل الchallenges بتاعتك is more internal. So my question is, what is that button that you press لو لا I need to على طول؟ is it deadlines مثلا ان انت عندك deadline معين؟ عشان most of the people they nah man that's not me man. Nah man.
انا هقول لك على حاجه
I like deadlines, putting deadlines for myself, and then
I like milestones, not deadlines.
Boom.
Yeah,
I like that.
I like milestones. The job is finished when the job is finished. Deadlines are just steps to finish the milestone.
حلو فشخ.
فاهم قصدي؟
حلو فشخ ده. حلو فشخ. I really like that. That's really good.
لا بس هقول لك على حاجه بس.
bro.
يعني احنا دلوقتي we're living in a world, the world is getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. يعني خلاص فاهم قصدي؟ يعني دلوقتي انت anything you want across the globe you can instantly access like that. You can instantly.
صح.
فالنهارده مثلا you're a comedian خلاص. Let's say مثلا انت you're a comedian 50 years ago. خلاص. Your audience would be the physical audience around you.
صح.
النهارده you have access to 7 billion people on the planet or 8 billion people on the planet, whatever the population is right now.
أيوة.
فاهم قصدي؟ Because the world is getting smaller, you have more platforms, you have مش عارف ايه. That should excite you. That should tell you النهارده انت you had a market of 100 people, now you have a market of 8 billion people. That should excite you. You should look at it that way. انا ببص لها كده، انا ببص لها النهارده انا my challenges are growing. النهارده I went from مثلا ان انا بعمل شركه ريل استيت خلاص كده. النهارده انا بحاول اساعد اقتصاد مصر على ان انا في يوم من الايام عايز eradicate world hunger. Why not? Because the world is getting smaller. You have more platforms to do more amazing things. If people in the past managed to do that with such limited resources
احنا
ما عندناش excuse. بس هي الفكره كلها ان انت لازم تشوف العالم. You need to get inspired. You need to hear people's stories. لازم اتفرج على افلام، اعمل انزل اتفرج، يعني شوف articles، شوف الدنيا فيها ايه. النهارده مثلا قبل ما اجي كنت بتفرج ان كان في عملوا حفاره اكسكافيتر، واحد قاعد في المانيا قدام شاشه بينافيجيت اكسكافيتر في ساوث كوريا وايرلسلي على شاشه.
لا والله.
بص العالم بقى عامل ازاي
فعلا.
والله العظيم.
That's some crazy shit.
Unleash your mind.
I like that.
The world is nothing now.
Unleash your. أنا this when I was driving here, I know I was late. I'm sorry. But so I was thinking, man, I was like I gotta find out another way to make money, and I'm like YouTube is the only way for me. YouTube wish YouTube. Because you can grow an audience, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna do this. And I actually started running my إعلانات on Instagram just to see the feedback, see what I'm gonna get for my money, fam. Just to see what's going on. عشان أنا في الأول في الآخر I know ماشي I could do the shows, I could do a million shows, but unless a big name, I'm not gonna sell the tickets that I want. فاهم قصدي؟ فأنا ببص عليها شخصيا كهاشم، مش كحزب الكوميدي. حزب الكوميدي الحمد لله has an established base. ولسه it's growing. ولسه إن شاء الله. So you ready for the next question, sir?
Hit me.
Do you feel like you've quote unquote made it?
Never.
ليه؟
Till the day I die, never. If I made it, I have no more purpose in life. خلاص انا لو وصلت اللي انا عايز اوصله.
لا ما here follow up question. Define made it for you.
I will never make it. يعني مش عايز ابقى كليشيه بس هي
لا
دي حاجه
انا فاهم.
بص هي دي حاجه معروفه خلاص. انت you always have to wake up looking for something, looking forward to something. If you're not looking forward to something خلاص you might as well just not wake up. فاهم قصدي؟ فخلاص I will never think I made it. I'm just going to look for the next thing and the next thing and next thing and next thing. انا زي ما قلت لك انا my purpose isn't anything. It's to make an impact.
بس
Making an impact will never stop.
Do you watch Impact Theory?
No, impact theory.
There's this guy that interviews people to
أصلاً?
Yeah. A lot of people are in that landscape of human development. And this podcast actually is one of those reasons I'm using to leverage my network to get that personal information that people what they live by, and that's why I wrote these questions before interviewing almost someone about 10 minutes.
You have really nice handwriting, by the way.
Thank you, man. It's okay. It's not bad. So you think اللي making it, if you have made, like, let's take an example. If you're a movie star مثلا and you are number one,
you won the Oscars مثلا وخلاص
you're Rami Malek. What's
مثلا
up? فاهم طب ما انت وصلت لأعلى حاجة اهو. That's considered making it quote unquote. فاهم؟
عايز اقول لك على حاجة. انت لو صحيت النهاردة الصبح وضحكت ودخلت نمت وحاسس ان انت مبسوط النهاردة you made it today. بس
حلو
there's you made it
حلو الاكزامبل.
يعني فاهم قصدي؟ انت what kind of made it are you talking about?
ايوه ما هو ده السؤال. ما what define what انت
a happy person made it a long
so
time
that's
ago.
the next question. What defines happiness to you? شفت جبتك
كنت لازم تبعت لي الاسئله دي في الاول على فكره كنت ابص عليها. طيب اوكي what defines happiness? الرضا. It has a huge part of happiness.
I like it.
لازم تبقى دايما راضي باللي معاك.
I like it. Love that.
I think there's a big human element to happiness. يعني اقبال الناس ده حاجه مهمه. يعني الناس تحبك.
بس
دي ليها دعوه برضه.
بس you can't please everybody.
لا في فرق بين please everyone والناس تحبك عامه يعني في ان انت مش قصدي لا ما you'll always have haters you'll always have them. بس قصدي الناس ان انت يبقى عندك you have friends, you have close people, you have loved ones, you have
support system.
Of course, it's very important to have that for happiness.
Sure.
What makes happiness?
What defines happiness for you? انت قلتها والبق ده كان حلو فشخ. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. انت قلت انت ممكن تضحك النهارده وتنام سعيد and that means you made it today.
انا بتهيألي happiness is not one thing. It's just accumulation of just awesome things.
It's a byproduct.
Tiny awesome things, little moments, and that makes happiness.
I love that. That's fucking awesome. I think you've answered this next question. Have you accomplished all your dreams?
Never.
This.
Till the day I die, never.
Even then, you're gonna be like, fuck
never.
no.
Never.
لا this. So would you يعني bequeath someone to continue your dreams ولا لا؟ يعني تخلي are you gonna be one of those dads son انت تبقى ما اعرفش ايش انت كمل الشركه وما اعرفش ايه family business وكل
بص انا my final ever dream is going to leave a legacy that will be a platform for more dreams to be built. تهيألي دي اخر حاجه ممكن تتخيل ممكن اعملها يعني في الدنيا دي.
That's very good. I like that.
It's an infinite thing. Dreams are infinite. People are not infinite, but dreams are infinite.
Ideas are infinite. Yeah, wow.
بالظبط.
Damn, deep from a real estate dude.
مش عارف ايش جاب لي الريل استيت الكلام ده.
لا أنا قصدي اللي أنت يعني I wanted to interview you not because you're just a friend or anything, not because you're an entrepreneur. وأنا شايف ما شاء الله your story is very inspiring. أما أنت قلتها لي. اللي أنت the way that you build yourself and you built this company with nothing and or you put all in, you just went all in on the table, said this is what I'm taking وخلاص وبعد كده you're still doing it مهما انت يعني خسرت او اتفشخت او حصل لك كوارث او اي حاجة. لا مكمل في صناعة مش سهلة كمان عشان عندك competition بالعبيط واظن this is the hottest industry right now to invest in دلوقتي في مصر بالذات يعني او في الخليج او it's all about real estate right. ف the fact that you're using it you're leveraging that لحاجة أكبر. Respect.
حبيبي والله.
Respect.
حبيبي والله. تلميذك يا
يا عم
تلميذك.
لا أنا I have to get
studentito.
I have to give credit what is due. I have to because I look at you're younger than me. You're 4 years younger than me, and just like I did something, you're doing something, and it's completely different. And أنا شخصيا I always like to have the belief that I disrupted an industry, and I think that's what you're doing. I think disruption هي دي الكلمة المهمة اللي أنت you're able to take an industry that is dominated by titans, and you're like طب أنا أخش من هنا from this back door, and that's what I respect about it, is that grind. For my next question,
حبيبي.
if it was the year 1919 and not 2019, would you still chase your dreams? Boom.
1919 and not 2019. Would I still chase my dreams? I'd have different dreams طبعا yeah.
No, but would you still chase them though? Or would you go down would you be a farmer? Whatever.
كنت هفتح empire farm.
Empire.
farm empire لا. 1919
100 سنة قبل العربية قبل كل الكلام ده.
أي بس كانت هتديني فرص. كانت دي فرص. I could have been the first man on the moon.
A lot of people talk about that. Shadi was just talking
about it. كتير قوي بس do I know what I know now?
لا طبعا.
يعني أنا بس اتولدت بس ساعتها.
بس
had I known what I know now ورحت 1919
but that's a better question.
أنا أخرب الدنيا.
أي حد عامة.
اخترع كل حاجة.
أي حد.
بس هغير أساميهم. تلفزيون حسين فاهم. عارف كل حاجة فاهمها بسميها باسمي.
There's a fine line between ego and confidence.
هي بيارة فاهم طيارة كل حاجة.
Ego, confidence and narcissism. We were just talking about that.
Kill Hitler. I don't know.
Everybody.
يعني هتشوف يعني هعمل إيه.
Would you? Wasn't that in Deadpool 2? No, he went back to kill baby Hitler.
بجد؟ Sure.
It was in the post-credit scene. Okay. Since you're a man of accomplishing dreams, كل الكلام ده, would you? Sorry. The next question. Are you happy now? حاليا. Right now.
راضي.
No, I'm not. The question is not. Do you have acceptance? The question is, أنت مبسوط? Are you happy?
بص I'm having things.
راضي's acceptance.
Okay.
كلنا يعني عارف أنا بقول للناس كلنا عايشين في جو حافظين مش فاهمين. بمعنى حافظين اللي احنا نقول الحمد لله مش فاهمين المعنى الحقيقي بتاع الحمد لله. ولو شفت عن الأجانب برا يقول لك have a gratitude journal. Like I don't need no journal. I say الحمد لله every day. You know. مش لا بس بيقول لك عشان psychologically لما بتكتب
الأورا بتاعتك تبقى الدنيا تبقى
أيوه. فأنا بقول فأنا شايف أغلب الشعب هنا كله يا عم الحمد لله وتسمعها كتير الحمد لله على كل حاجة وما أعرفش إيه. بس are you really practicing الحمد لله؟ مش كل الناس عندها رضا. they say الحمد لله بس مش كل.
لا أنا هقولك على حاجة يعني in terms of يعني
happiness.
happy not satisfied. Does that make sense?
Then you're not. Then that contradicts you being راضي.
That doesn't.
Of course
that
it
doesn't. That doesn't. I'm happy but I'm not satisfied. Satisfied you should never be satisfied. You should always. فاهم قصدي؟ يعني I'm happy الحمد لله على كل حاجة. I'm happy. I'm looking back at what I've done.
But
it's great.
But and then you put the but
it's great.
نقط.
But I wake up looking forward to something.
Yeah. Okay. ماشي.
فاهم قصدي؟ And that's happiness in itself. لحد ما.
Knowledge, bro.
Just looking forward to something is just.
I love it.
The best thing in the world.
What is the best thing in the world?
Looking forward. Looking forward to something with excitement.
So whatever.
عارف الإحساس لما تيجي تصحى عارف أنت مثلا صاحي عشان تروح المطار عشان تسافر عارف الإحساس ده؟ ولا الإحساس مثلا إن أنت النهاردة مثلا صاحي عشان النهاردة عيد ميلادك والناس كلها هتيجي تقول لك كل سنة طيب ومش عارف إيه. Looking forward to something is the ultimate happiness I think. بتهيالي يعني.
I love that, dude.
بتهيالي.
Wow. Dude, we're almost done. This was actually the quickest interview that I've ever done.
أصلاً؟
لا عشان ما أعرفش. Your answers are very concise. They're very nice.
حبيبي.
And ما عنديش تعليق يعني بصراحة.
بجد؟
لا ما عنديش تعليق من ناحية I agree with you 100%. عشان
ما احنا شرحنا we're similar or not.
لا it's not about similarities. Are we still recording here? We're good?
شغال اهو.
Yeah. We're good?
Yeah. 37 minutes 44 seconds.
37?
Yeah.
cool. And we shoot for like 40-45. امبارح طولت فشخ.
بقول لك ايه براحتك في 10 minutes كمان.
ما عشان I have another one at 3.
Okay.
Ali Zakaria wrote a book about
Okay.
the 52 forgotten acts of happiness actually. So so he's
50
next.
Shades of Happiness.
50 Shades of Happiness. Thank you for coming on, man. It's a pleasure. والله بجد.
اخويا يعني
Beavers.
Keep inspiring. Keep inspiring والله.
Looking forward is the ultimate.
Speaking of happiness, watching your Insta stories makes me happy.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
بجد بضحك من قلبي.
حبيبي.
بجد.
We're gonna do one right now.
Okay.
Inshallah.
Good.
So what's next for Hussein Heibers?
راح البنك.
I like that's very.
What's next?
What's next?
I need to travel the world. I need to expand my mind. I need to look for the inspirations. That's what's next.
Any particular places يعني ولا ده منشن عليهم يعني? Are you traveling?
Oh, لازم نروح لاتين أمريكا.
اشمعنى؟
بحسهم كده.
Because the mamacitas.
There's so many. أكيد كده ولا كده يعني.
أكيد.
بس غير كده لا تحسها such a colorful rhythmic
culture
continent كده تحسها مختلفة.
أكيد.
There's so much rhythm and color in this content. I want to go experience it.
برازيل مثلا.
اوكي هقول لك انا عايز اروح فين. انا عايز اروح كولومبيا
my friend.
كوبا بيرو ارجنتينا.
Why are you pronouncing it in their native?
مش عارف بتمرن من دلوقتي ما لازم اكلمهم هناك كده هم بيتكلموا كده. كله ما اعرفش.
بس انت ايه الهدف؟ just to travel or just to want it or knowledge ولا for your business مثلا or.
بص انا كل ما اجي اسافر برجع دماغي فيها حاجه جديده ما كانتش موجوده قبل كده.
اكيد.
خلاص فانا بسافر لا I discover something new that always helps me في كل حاجه مش بس في my business.
تمام.
in my taste in life in my work in my outlook in life.
حلو.
بتعلم درس كل ما اجي اسافر بتعلم درس. دي مهمه جدا يعني.
كلنا بنتعلم. ايش. Okay, what you ready for the last question?
Go hit me.
All right. What's your biggest fear? I know it's
انت طلعتني على المسرح في الاخر دلوقتي ها.
What's your biggest fear? Hit me.
It's either losing someone I care about or اشوف حد I care about in trouble and I can't help. بتجنن بقى. دي بتجنني.
That's so deep.
No.
That's so deep.
No.
I like it. Anything else you want to add that we didn't cover?
ايه كمان what did we cover؟ انت خلاص دخلت لي خلاص في البيجست فير ودخلت لي في البتاع
أنا
يعني انا حاسس ان انا قاعد عملت قدامك دلوقتي.
ما هو دي should I close؟
لا براحتك يا باشا.
براحتك يعني انا asked all the questions.
What's your biggest fear؟ لا هطلع لي مصر هطلعك دلوقتي.
My biggest fear؟ my biggest fear is that's a very difficult question فعلا. تصدق؟
شفت السبوت لايت لما بيجي عليك؟ شفت؟
فشخ. لا my biggest fear is definitely I already lost my mom so I know it's super dark. Okay, I'll tell you. And actually I learned this after my mom passed away. Allah yarhamha. My biggest fear is that not spending enough time with the people that you love most. And I think that's important because I learned that's a lesson that I had to learn بعد ما هي توفت الله يرحمها. اللي أنا ما فيش مخلوق أنت بتحبه تعدي الوقت ويفضل يعدي من غير ما أنت سواء بقى تسأل عليه أو تشوفه أو كده. ولما بتحس بالإحساس الحب ده في قلبك فعلا حب حقيقي فعلا حقيقيز you know you know that these people for example my friends from college for example لازم أكلمهم. I have to call. We have the means. Why not? فاهم قصدي؟ في ناس بيقول لك it's very hard, difficult for them to get to keep in touch. And my answer to that is no. You have a computer in your pocket. يعني من الآخر كده. having that love, that true love, that سواء بقى if it's in a relationship or it's your parents. أنا دلوقتي أما أبويا بيقول لي فاهم عمري ما أنساه مش هشوفك ولا إيه فاهم
تنزل تروح له
وقت على طول. أصل فاهم خلاص أنا with that I think is a phobia more than it is a fear. Is خلاص I lost a parent, so I realize what the value of having a parent is. I was blessed alhamdulillah to be raised by two parents, and I lost one of them, and I lost them when I في سن كبير when عندي 30 سنة. But at the same time it just makes you appreciate that life that you have, the people around you. وفعلا I'm the emotional one in the family. Like, we're three brothers, and I tell my brothers I love you, and then my brother would respond Habibi, and I'm like, does that mean you love me? You know, because فعلا love is the most powerful force in the universe. I strongly believe that we need to tell people, because احنا ما نعرفش. And I can go downstairs right now and get hit, but I almost had a car accident on the way here. والله head on collision. والله كنت I was about to hit the guy. I was cool.
انت اللي كنت هتخلص عليه.
اوكي ماشي. لا بس عشان just كده لحظات بتحصل كده غصب عني. الحمد لله ربنا ستر يعني. It wasn't a head on collision. It was more like a perpendicular collision.
واحد يروح والتاني زي الفل. عارفها دي.
فانا الحمد لله يعني in my heart is knowing that برضو having the fear of not being able to reach as many people as you want with your message. Like السنة اللي فاتت عملت اسمه ايه ده, a poem for my mom, 45 staples, right? And I wrote it and I dropped it right before Mother's Day. And في دماغي برضو عشان we believe the thoughts in our head, you know, I thought it was gonna go super viral, ما اعرفش ايه, and it's going to affect so many people, because that was my intent. I want people to know the value of having a mother, فعلا, because that's my tribute to her, فاهم قصدي? And it got like 2,000 views, and I was upset. And then I was like, why am I upset? And then I spoke with a friend, and lately she's like, no, you shouldn't be upset, because it reached the people who was supposed to reach. And that was like, boom. So that fear kind of got eliminated. But برضو it's wanting to do something and not being able to تنفذ. بس at the same time بكبر دماغي, فاهم, لو خلاص. You know, قدر الله ما شاء فعل. I always say that, you know, always like.
Plus, you never know, and it takes time. Nothing worth it, and ever comes في يوم وليلة.
You're telling me, man.
It takes time, it takes effort, it takes blood, sweat, and tears, and everything. بس بقول لك ايه احلى ادفايس انت قلته.
I'm so sad right now.
ده احلى ادفايس. لا sad ايه.
No, because every time I talk about this, for me, like I said, I'm very emotional. هاشم يعني. I always say it on stage. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go cry, but it's more of a character. But I know myself, and I'm a super emotional dude. وعشان أنا كده, I can't change the way I am. I can't be like, I can't أغير نفسي. مش هقعد أغير في نفسي وأغير شخصيتي. لا, أنا كده. I accept the fact that I'm emotional. I accept the fact that I like to tell people that I love them. I do, genuinely. It's in my heart. I'm not gonna fucking lie.
فاهم؟ على فكرة ده الصح. ده الصح بجد يعني. انت the message you're sending right now, يعني من البودكاست ده كله, if there's one message to take away, it's this. دي أهم حاجة.
I like your messages.
I agree.
They were good. No, I feel, like I said, I feel كل حد انت قلتها, كل حد عنده purpose, right? Whether you're doing real estate or doing comedy or doing any of this, it doesn't matter. What is your risala? And my risala is spread love. You know, do it with love, or at least know that if you're not doing something with that love in your heart, then you're not living أصلاً. مش بتمارس حياتك. And if you can't live in the hardest times, and if you can't laugh في أصعب وقت في حياتك, مش هتقدر تمارس حياتك. أنا شخصياً أنا عشت كده, فاهم? And I was laughing during my mom's illness, and I have memories of just it's messed up to say, but everybody deals with grief differently, and most people will take this out of context, and I know this for sure. That's why I'm kind of like giving myself a disclaimer right now. But I was making jokes to comfort myself, to cope with the pain. I was like, I was seeing her. She went into a septic shock. صدمة تسممية. I didn't know what that was until my friend, who's a doctor, told me. قلت له صدمة تسممية. فقال لي septic shock. So I Googled septic shock, and it's 3 words that I will never forget: multiple organ failure. And I looked at that. After I met my mom, this was 1 month before she passed away, and my friend قال لي كده, who's a doctor, وهو عارف خلاص it's a 40% life or death خلاص فاهم قصدي. So at the time I was making jokes. I was like, yeah, she did. And I was talking with my dad. I was like, yeah, she did. It's like, خلاص, it was a good run, you know. We tried it, boys, but we could. Wallahi, I was making jokes because I don't know how to deal with the pain. I don't know how to cope with it. I've seen فاهم شقلبة في حياة أمي يعني في آخر حياة أمي. To the extent it became jokes, and I have bits about it, and I still did. I did it مرة on stage, and people got super uncomfortable. But then I'm like, it humanizes Anna. It humanizes me, fam. To say that because it's a way that I deal with the pain, fam. So when I say I donated a third of my liver to my mom and she still won't do my laundry because she I'm like, yo, mom's new liver, you know. It's not an excuse, you know. I deal with that knowing that she passed away, and I would add the jokes like, no.
بس أنا هقول لك على حاجة. أنت مش you believe إنها she can see you right now and she can hear you?
Oh my God! I have another dark bit about that. Aslan. I have another dark bit about that. Aslan. Yeah, you know the parents see you, Marafshe. I really hope she didn't see me having a good time with myself. Oh shit!
5 minutes بس كده أقف مع نفسي.
بس فاهم مفيش ستاير. فاهم I can't. I look at that and I see there's beauty in death. Death is beautiful, actually, if you think about it. It is. It's completely beautiful. I'm not afraid to die. Because I have that mentality. I'm like, whatever, you know, like, because it really humbles you when you go down into the grave. I don't know why we went into death, but after biggest fear, I guess fear leads to death. Yeah. Because most people are afraid of dying, right?
Yeah.
I buried my grandmother last month, right? Allah yarhamha. She gave me the best jokes. But when I went down in the grave, it really freaking humbles you, man. في القبر نفسه, I saw a skeleton. He was like chilling like that, fam. I was like, man, this is really where we're all going. مفيش حد هيبقى معاك, you know, except these other قصص.
بس هقولك على حاجة. ما هي the fact إن إحنا we have such a short time makes it so sweet.
ما هو بيقول لك لا ما عندك بقى.
if you live forever كنت الدنيا كانت تبقى.
It would have been like.
مش هتنجز حاجة في حياتك. مش حاجة.
هيبقى فعلا
بكرة
هيبقى بكرة إن شاء الله فعلا.
بكرة إن شاء الله.
هيبقى فعلا بكرة. في أي حاجة عايز تضيفها على الموضوع؟
لا بس good luck
Thank you man for coming and
keep inspiring.
Thanks man. No, keep selling real estate, bro, because there's a bigger reason for it. Keep helping اقتصاد مصر. And thank you for coming, good. If you guys didn't know, Hussein Heibers, aka Hussein Heiba, Adeek Shoft, Hussein Heiba, the man himself, the entrepreneur, the legacy builder for the future, inshallah. Keep a look out. Anything you want to say, where people can find you, مثلا? Or do you want no one to find you?
لا عادي أنا
on the Instagram.
أنا عادي هنا في كوربا on Instagram if you want.
Instagram at Hussein Heiba.
Yeah.
He's a very good dude.
Hussein Heiba.
Hussein Heiba, a very good dude. Yeah. He'll give you advice on how to work out and sell real estate. So, thank you for your time, man. I really appreciate it. Adeek Shoft, Hussein Heiba, جماعة. Tune in next time for another episode of Adeek Shoft, the biggest, best podcast in the motherfucking universe, in the corners. I'll see you guys later. See you in the next one. Salamers.
Salam.